very industry-based and focused on a pre-professional approach to the industry and working on professional techniques rather than simply just stuff that you would learn in community-based theatre. So it's sort of that like next level.
It's the best method that I've come across. I've had previous singing coaches in the past, and while they have, taught me a fair bit, they've only really taught the very bare minimum in comparison to what I've learned with Loic.
It's so good because you start doing quite simple things and you don't realise necessarily how big of an impact they're actually having on your technique. So you start with like sight reading really basic music, and then a few months later you're sight reading this really, really complicated music and being able to change and add harmonies so quickly. And it's all those little things at the beginning that gave you the tools to be able to do this more challenging stuff later on.
I was a beginner when I started, and our first lesson, I was obviously petrified, and we didn't sing at all. It was an anatomy lesson. So, he taught me all about, where the voice comes from and what muscles we use. And that's very, very effective, because later on when you're like, why can't I hit this note? Or why can't I, make this happen? You think, well, what should I be engaging right now?
It starts out pretty basic, but within a couple of lessons, you're moving on to some pretty advanced work.
LVBA has a very specific method. It's unlike anything that I've ever seen before, but it definitely gets down to the nitty gritty. It starts with the basics, which is really great, and you start to go up the different levels and really challenge yourself. If you put in the work, then those higher levels are super fun.
He gives you all of the groundwork that you need to then achieve the more complicated things. So I think it's a, really excellent syllabus.